When you think of the 1990s, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Spice Girls, right? No? Okay. But they're in the top 5. No? Oh, okay, top 10. Yeah? Okay. We can work with that. We can work. The Spice Girls were the group on everyone's minds for at least the latter half of the 1990s. They kinda took the world by storm from releasing their debut single Wannabe in 1996 until their breakup in 2000. They were an international sensation. And being an international sensation leads to every single area of media under the sun wanting to take advantage of that. Spice Girls had their own TV specials, they featured in so many commercials, and even had their own movie, Spice World. So that's not what we're looking at today. We're looking at something else. Potentially the most questionable form of Spice Girls media in the entire galaxy. Maybe. Probably. Look, it's bad. It's Spice World for the PlayStation 1. The game was released on the 16th of June 1998 in the UK, being a PlayStation 1 exclusive, which is certainly for the best. Maybe I'm being dramatic, but also, maybe not. But maybe we'll try and keep positive. The game starts up with potentially the most horrifying versions of the group that could be imagined by human minds. Seriously, I couldn't tell you what any of the people working on this game were thinking when they really said, yes, this is what we want. This. To these monstrosities. These things. Now, Peterelli, the manager behind the project, did go on to say that many of the people behind the game saw it as a, quote, ludicrous prospect. And yeah, I see that. They ain't wrong there. Once you select your girl of choice, you're launched into this beautiful sphere of a menu. It's different, I'll say that much. Maybe the most interesting part of the game, as the rest of it ain't too hard. Basically, the goal of this game is to make a remix of a song from a selection of Spice Girls hits, with only a small number of sound bites from each song, and bearing in mind you can only use one song per each remix you create. You select 18 clips to mash together your own personal abomination of a tune. You can't even recreate the original song if you wish to do that, by the way, because the 9 clips that they do have of each song certainly aren't comprehensive enough to comprise of even close to the original. Very few bridges and even lines that are cut off halfway through. You then go on to create a dance routine, which you are helped along with by a quote, disco king, which seems a bit of an awful stereotype. After you create your routine with the first Spice Girl, you move on to the next. It gives you the option to either copy the routine from the last one, or create a new one. Anyone who's creating 5 different routines here, you're something else, and you impress me. But also leave me alone, never speak to me again. Once you've done this, you act as the camera person as you watch all 5 Spice Girls sing and dance along to the abomination that you've created for them. And it's truly excellent content. It's absolute shambles, no matter how hard you try. That's basically it. That's the entire game. Once you do this though, you do unlock a big old interview reel, all 4 women being interviewed about various things like where they'd want to perform and their favourite memories, and also finally answering the age-old question of,
what does Nelson Mandela think of the Spice Girls?
And that's all. That's all you're getting. That's the whole game. Unsurprisingly, the game was pretty much destroyed in reviews. Negative reviews across the board. It sold well in the UK, but was a critical failure. To be fair, I'm not the target market for this game, and I'm sure many of the reviewers weren't either, so it is important to take that into consideration. Sony's plan was always to make this game as a sort of interactive magazine rather than a video game itself, as they attempted to appeal to an audience that they believed didn't usually play video games. Again, with the damn stereotypes. But anyway, that's about it. If you want my thoughts, I get that I'm not the target market, but hey, I love a bit of Spice Girls now and again. I understand the game isn't aimed at me, but it's also still difficult to even refer to it as a game itself. It's terribly short, and really you only need to play it once, and that one time can last about half an hour, and you've done everything you need to do. The interviews are perhaps the only thing worth investing in if you are a true Spice Girls fan. So if you are a 12-year-old listening to Wannabe on your mum's Walkman, go ahead, pick up this game at your local game station for just £30 today. Hey guys, thanks very much for watching. This is obviously a bit of a departure from my usual thing. I've been stuck in bed with COVID for the last week. Okay, stuck in bed maybe a bit of an exaggeration, but I haven't been able to go outside, so I've been trying to make the most of my time, and I thought, let's try and make something different with my YouTube, because it's getting a bit old, it's getting a bit all the same, so I thought, why not do something different? And let me know if you liked it. I might do some more in the future. I have played Spice World in the past as well, so a link to that video will be in the description. Obviously, it's not the same as this video. It's very different. That's just the gameplay, which is actually all the gameplay footage that I have included in the video is ripped from that video. All my own footage. But yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like the video, let me know in the comments. Whatever, just tell me. All good. And I'll look into making more in the future. Because, yeah, it's different. And I think just something more interested in doing in the future. If there is interest on the other end. Cool. Thanks very much. See you. Bye.